Okay, so here we are in the driver's seat. There is an option, because I looked on the Ford website. As you can see, I have the traditional key into the ignition, just like when I was a kid. Foot on the brake there, turn it all on. But there is a spot, let's move that out of the way here, right there, where you could have a push button start, but the person who ordered this, like I had mentioned, obviously did not add that to it. So here comes our infotainment screen here. So the infotainment screen, and I'll be honest, I have not worked through all of these infotainment screens at this point in time. Only a couple of them. I found it very easy to use. I found the Alexa very easy to use.
I'm having trouble connecting. Check your network connection and try again.
That sounds like the normal story of my life with anything electronic. But what I have here is it's a very basic system. This car does not even have Sirius XM. I'm not even sure if it has Sirius XM capabilities. That being said, although I do enjoy my Sirius XM that I have in other vehicles, I can also stream Pandora, I can also listen to Alexa, all these apps that I pay for, these streaming apps that I pay for at home, I can also enjoy here in the car as far as like the auditory ones that I have. So let's go to Mobile Apps Help, just basic screen here. As you can see here, work through is just add and connect things, compatible apps list, and apps that aren't listed. Go back to the home screen, which takes you right back to the very beginning. As you can see, like I said, the sync infotainment. I actually have the ability to use maps. So connected navigation is active, so that's great. And then, basic menu here. So, basic menu to get through all the little settings that you can put for your navigation there. And then just like anything else you see, Mark Sr.'s iPhone. I guess that must be me. Then different buttons, settings, features, apps, very basic stuff. Down here at the bottom, if you go ahead and push one of these, you get a cute little screen that comes up and allows you to actually toggle this. Let's do that again. Toggle this up or down, whichever way you want. I thought that was kind of neat, but I'll be honest, when you're driving 75 miles an hour, I didn't really find that trying to look for that button to toggle it up and down was really in my best interest. So you have a couple different little auto features there. You have a max defrost on the front and rear, and you might be able to hear that. I mean, blowing out there pretty vigorously. I've always thought that Fords had really nice heat and AC. And then all the different settings that you have to control passengers. And it's kind of cool. I think every car iteration that comes out, has these are really the fun things. I mean, this thing is about as big as my iPad at this point in time. But has a lot of like cool little features and toys, even though this thing is by far not geeked out in any way, shape, or form. So basic little features here. Like I said, this is not Ford Raptor version infotainment. This is somebody needs to deliver something or drop off passengers, so it is very basic still at this point in time. I don't know if Ford will plan on coming out with something that's a little bit more luxurious, but I think a lot of these vehicles, just like when I was a kid, if they go off somewhere, they go off and they take the base vehicle and they kind of soup them up. And I've seen a lot of dealers out there to do that to make these more camper vehicles. So drive modes, easy stuff, normal, eco, that's what I drove in when I was trying to put on miles. Slippery weather. This is all-wheel drive, and I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but all-wheel drive is kind of a must-have. Up here in Minnesota and anywhere up in the Midwest or probably the Northeast, where you get that mix of sleet, snow, hail, whatever the heck it may be, to make the roads a little bit more slippery. Has tow haul. This does have a little package for towing and hauling, and then mud and ruts. And I'll tell you what, I plan on avoiding those with due diligence to stay out of the mud and ruts, so that I don't have to get my transit pulled out and giggled at the whole time while I get it stuck. So, basic infotainment, once again, right here. You have buttons up top there. So that just turned on my Apple stuff. Go back here. Other apps. Yeah, very basic. So back to the home screen again. So there we are. So, that's the interior of the 2022 3500 mid-roof Transit from Ford. And so far, I would say that I like it. I really enjoy it. It drives very well. It's got good power. Like I said, it's got that 3.5 liter V6, so it's no slouch. I think if you drove it, you would enjoy it. It drives a lot like my minivan. I don't find it hard to steer. I don't find it hard to get anywhere. My wife didn't find it hard to drive or difficult to drive. And it offers you just a plethora of options, depending on what you want to do and how much space you need. Any which way, please be kind. This is my first YouTube video. It's going to be my first time editing a video too, so it's not going to be perfect, but I hope you enjoyed it and hope you're able to get some information. And I was glad that I was able to share this with you guys, just so you could see some of the stuff. And like I said, if you go to Ford.com, you can build one of these out and kind of spec it. The other cool thing in 2022 is if you look, like I said, on Cars.com for these, there aren't a ton of them around right now, so they are getting a premium for them. I mean, I've seen them $30,000 over sticker. The dealership I got it from in Nebraska, they were really cool about the fact of realizing that this is not their bread and butter vehicle in Nebraska. I passed a lot of corn and a lot of farms on my way to picking up this vehicle. That the Super Duty trucks are the ones that are just flying off their lot, and this bad boy was just gonna sit there for a little while until someone like me decided that that's what I need, and drives all the way to Nebraska to get it. So I do feel fortunate that I was able to get it. I do feel fortunate that I was able to get it at sticker. I did not have to pay a premium to get it. I don't think I would have paid a premium to get it. It's just a material item, so and it's going to be an extra vehicle for me, so it would have been hard to justify spending extra just to have a little fun, with my hobby. But very happy so far. The vehicle has about 800 miles on it. Had less than 25 when I picked it up, but I drove it from Nebraska to Missouri, around in Missouri quite a bit, and then back here home to Minnesota. So anyway, if you like this, give me a thumbs up, please, and hit subscribe. I'll try to put more videos together as I kind of make this my, like I said, my dog show van. I have some plans to do some printing effects on the windows here to kind of get that up, and then installing some dog kennels. By saying installing, I don't think I'm going to be doing any hardcore mounting installation in these, but for people who show dogs, may appreciate seeing it, and hopefully you send me some ideas and we can share things back and forth, because I know there's a lot of people out there with a lot of great ideas and a lot of things that they can share to make these things better. But once again, hey, thank you for viewing my video. I hope you liked it. I hope this gave you an opportunity to see a lot of things with the Ford Transit. And until next time, see ya.